everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace Carter, and if you're new, hi, I make beauty, lifestyle, fashion type videos. And speaking of, today's video is going to be a everyday makeup routine video. I really like watching these videos on YouTube, and so I figured I would make one for myself. I like to do a very natural and glowy based routine just because thankfully I don't really have acne prone skin, and so it is pretty clear a lot of the time, so I don't really like to put on a lot of makeup to kind of prevent acne from even coming in the first place. But lately I have been getting just a few breakouts. There's a little bit of scarring that's kind of hard to see from the camera, so I have been wearing some foundation, which is a little bit out of the norm for my routine, but I have this whole setup ready to show you guys what my routine is. I also have my dog Winnie right here with me. She decided to join us today. She's just sitting right here. She's just kind of having a good time. And if you see me looking down, it's because my makeup mirror is right down here, because this was the easiest way to do it. I have like 2 stools, my tripod. It's just a whole ordeal. So yes, let's get started with my makeup routine. Okay, so I had to, as you could tell, pull my hair out of my face. I don't normally do this hairstyle, but I kind of like it. Anyways, I always start off with a primer, and the one that I personally use is the Fenty Beauty Soft Silk Pro Filter Primer. I actually really like this primer. I like how it's kind of tacky, and so my foundation actually will stick to it, or concealer, or whatever you're using. But if you guys know of any primers that you love or you really like use all the time that also have sunscreen or SPF in them, let me know, because I've been really wanting one that will also protect my skin as well. But for the time being, I like this one. So I really like it too because it has a little pump. So I normally just do 2 little pumps of it, and then I kind of just use my fingers to rub it onto my skin. And then once I am done with my primer, I go in with my foundation. And so along with that, I have the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I actually love this foundation. I, for one, don't like foundation, like I previously said, that is very high coverage. As you can tell, I have tons of freckles, and I really don't love to cover them up. I like having my freckles show. So I like a foundation that is not as high coverage. It's a little bit more light on the skin, and this one is also hydrating, which I really like too, because I sometimes will get really dry skin, especially since the colder months just kind of ended. So I kind of do about half a pump on the back of my hand. I don't really do a lot. And then what I do to blend that all in is I use the Fenty Beauty sponge, but I kind of just dot it all over my face and then I blend it in. Okay, now that all my foundation is blended in, as you can tell, I am very pale. I don't think I mentioned, but I am in the shade 120. It's probably one of the lightest ones. But because I am so pale, I don't really go in with a powder. I pretty much just go straight in with my bronzer. And so the bronzer that I use is by the Sephora brand, and this is in the shade Anguilla or Claire Light. I'm not really positive, and I go in with a little kabuki brush, and what I do is I kind of just do one swipe, and then I basically put it on one side of my face, and then I do another on the other side, and then another, and then on the middle. So pretty simple, but it definitely makes me look a lot more awake and alive. So that's why I love this bronzer so much. have it, I look a little bit more alive life. It's not really picking up as well on camera, but I look more tan in my mirror. So I'm not gonna put on any more because I don't really feel like looking orange today. But what I go in with next is I actually used to do a blush and then a highlighter, but then I realized that my highlighter covered up my blush too much, and I like it when my cheeks look really rosy. And so I kind of just flip-flop them, and I go in with highlighter first. Believe it or not, I use a creamy highlighter, and I actually put that over powder, which I know is not really a thing that people do, but I like it. I love this highlighter. And it is just the Kiko Milano Radiant Touch Creamy Highlighter Stick. I'm pretty sure that my aunt and cousin got this for me from Italy, so I'm not sure if you can get it anywhere here in the States. So I'm going to do my research as best as possible, because I'm going to link everything down below for you guys in case you want to buy them for yourself. But I just use this little beauty blender that I used for my foundation, and I just kind of use the bottom of it and just kind of blend it in fairly. I don't want to blend it in too much because I still want the color to come through, especially here on my cheeks, but I just kind of do little dotting motions, and that's about it. It blends in pretty easy because it is a cream. So then I go in with blush, like I said before, and I have been using this blush set forever. This is an e.l.f. blush palette, and this is just in the shade Light. And I pretty much just use this pink color right here. As you can tell, this is the bronzer that I used before I got that one. And I just kind of use this e.l.f. highlighter stick, or highlighting brush. And I don't know, I feel like the shape of it just works best for the apples of my cheeks, because that's pretty much the only spot where I put blush. And I just kind of smile and add it right onto that area. So next I go in with mascara. So I actually use two mascaras. This is an brand Ever mascara, and this is the Whiplash Speed Volumizing Mascara. I love this stuff. I put it in my 19th birthday haul. If you haven't seen that already, go ahead and watch that. And then over top of that, I put the Lancome Monsieur Big. So these two together are absolutely amazing. I just kind of put it on normal, like you blink it on, and that's about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be back for the last step. And there we go, mascara is on. I don't know, I feel like it's not really showing up on camera, but in person they look a lot more volumized and pretty. So now I'm going to put on these two lip glosses. Okay, sorry, I had to awkwardly like pause it in the middle because every Wednesday at 12 o'clock, as you could just probably hear from that, the sirens go off for tornado warnings, just to make sure it's working properly. And my dog, who's part Basset, always howls, and it's very loud, and so I just figured I would put it on and show you guys what products I use. So first of all, I use the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in Pear. I think I've showed this to you guys before in my current favorites video, so if you haven't watched that, go watch that as well. But then I also put over top of it this Fenty Beauty lip gloss in Diamond Milk. So these two together just kind of add a nice glow to lips. I don't really like doing lipstick or any kind of color, so I like how both of these are pretty clear and just kind of a really nice base for your makeup look. Alright guys, so this is my everyday makeup routine. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I like just filming it for you guys. It was a nice, easy video to put up just because I was already going to get ready for the day as it is. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for next week's video. Bye guys!